preparing for informational interviews. Now that you know what an informational interview is and how to request one, hopefully you were able to schedule a few. You'll need to complete some preparation activities before the interview. Here are the learning outcomes for this video. By the end of the video, you should 1. Understand the research you need to perform before the interview. 2. Understand the importance of asking questions. 3. Understand some tricks you can use to improve your question asking. And 4. Understand why you should be authentic during the interview. Let's get started. You'll need to perform some research before going on the informational interview. First, review your research on the company that the person works for. For example, read up on current events in the industry and also check out the company's website. Next, review the resume of the person you're interviewing. LinkedIn's probably going to be your best source for this. Using LinkedIn, review the interviewee's career path, including all the companies they've worked for and jobs they've held. The next step is to take your research and brainstorm some questions to ask. You can start with broad and obvious questions. For example, you could ask something like, "Can you please tell me about what you do?" The key to an informational interview is asking questions and listening, so it follows that you should have some questions ready. Here's a couple tips if you have a tough time asking questions. First, it's pretty easy to get someone talking by asking simple follow-up questions. For example, ask the interviewee to further explain a tough concept by saying something like, "I'm not sure I understood that. Could you please explain it to me?" Second, you can always use the funnel method to generate questions. In the funnel method, questions start broad and then become more specific as information is learned. For example, a series of questions could start out with, "Can you please tell me more about your career path?" Then you could follow up with a more specific question like, "Why did you move into that job?" The last tip is to be yourself during the interview. People are attracted to authenticity and can immediately tell when someone is being inauthentic. You shouldn't go into an informational interview pretending to know more about the industry or company than the interviewee, and you shouldn't be uptight or condescending either. Be yourself, be respectful, and most importantly, just listen. That's the end of this foundational video, but just a reminder that this video is part of a longer playlist. The playlist is in chronological order, meaning videos at the beginning of the playlist cover things that occur at the beginning of a job search and vice versa. If you liked this video, then you should check out the other videos in the playlist. If you thought this video was confusing, then try going backwards in the playlist to learn more about job search up until this point, or even forwards in the playlist to see how things come together. Thanks.